All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about a number so huge, it's going to reshape the future of artificial intelligence. A massive investment has just been announced, and it's set to accelerate the AI race in ways we're just starting to wrap our heads around. And here it is. This is the number that has the entire tech world buzzing. $110 billion. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just a big investment. It's a massive statement about where things are headed, and fast. So, what's the story here? Well, OpenAI has just locked in this new funding at a jaw-dropping pre-money valuation of $730 billion. That means the company was valued at that much before this new cash even came in. This whole deal is designed for one thing and one thing only: to keep up with the absolutely insane global demand for AI. Now, an investment of this size, it doesn't just come from anywhere, right? This is a coalition of some of the absolute biggest names in tech. So who exactly is writing these enormous checks? And here is the lineup. Amazon is leading the pack with a staggering $50 billion investment. Then you've got NVIDIA and SoftBank both chipping in $30 billion each. And look, this isn't just a random group of investors. You've got the giants of cloud computing, chip design, and long-term tech investment all betting big. But this is about so much more than just the money. These are strategic alliances. With Amazon, you get their incredible global distribution network. With NVIDIA, you get the essential next-gen compute power, literally the brains of the operation. And SoftBank brings that patient, long-term capital you need to scale this thing across the entire planet. Okay, so this brings us to the real question, the one you're probably asking yourself right now. Why? Why does one company need this unprecedented amount of cash? What is fueling this incredible surge? Let's just ask it directly. Why is this funding so necessary? Well, if your goal is to get AI into the hands of everyone, from regular people to developers to massive global corporations, there are some fundamental challenges you have to solve at an unbelievable scale. The answer really boils down to three key pillars. First, you need an almost unimaginable amount of compute power to run these incredibly complex AI models. Second, you need a global distribution network to actually get these tools to users. And third, you need a ton of capital to fund all the research and build out the infrastructure to support it all. So here's the thing. This investment isn't some abstract bet on the future. It's a direct response to absolutely explosive growth that's happening right now. The demand isn't theoretical. The numbers prove the AI surge is already here. Let's start with the one most of us know, ChatGPT. It now has over 900 million weekly active users. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire population of North America, all using the platform every single week to learn, create, and plan things. It's just staggering. And get this, it's not just people using the free version. Over 50 million of those users are paying consumer subscribers. And the momentum is only picking up, which shows that people are more than willing to pay for powerful AI tools. It isn't just individuals either. More than 9 million paying business users now rely on these tools for their actual work. This shows just how quickly and deeply AI is weaving itself into everything from engineering to finance. And the growth in the developer community is just off the charts. Codex, the tool that helps write code, now has 1.6 million weekly users. That number has more than tripled since just the beginning of this year. It's embedding itself into the very process of creating software. All right, so now that we've seen the sheer scale of this demand, let's pull back and look at the big picture. What does all of this really mean for the future of AI? What we're witnessing here is a fundamental shift. AI is officially moving out of the research lab and becoming a daily utility, almost like electricity. And in this new era, leadership is going to be defined by who can scale their infrastructure fast enough to meet demand and turn it into products we all rely on. And these words from CEO Sam Altman really say it all. The goal is to push the frontier on every single front: infrastructure, research, products, all to make AI more reliable and genuinely useful for everybody. You know, there's another really important side effect to this new valuation. The stake that's held by the nonprofit OpenAI Foundation is now worth over $180 billion. That seriously boosts its ability to fund critical philanthropic work in areas like healthcare and AI safety. So we'll end with this thought. With this kind of capital, with these kinds of strategic partners, AI is scaling faster and wider than anyone could have really imagined. It just leaves one big question. What part of our world is it going to transform next?